It's the Masters of the Universe version of Harper's Quest 2. Welcome, everybody, back to another round of Harper's Quest 2 solo RPG system. Today we're doing a special Masters of the Universe version. The evil Skeletor and his minions have taken over Castle Greyskull, and they have taken the Sorceress hostage. Oh no! Please, He-Man, help me! So Prince Adam has taken his life of leisure and decided to start his quest to get over to Castle Greyskull to save the Sorceress. So he is starting in this deep tunnel. It's actually an underground tunnel that he knows is a secret way to get up to and right in front of the entrance to Castle Greyskull. Who will he encounter in the caves? Will his friends come to help? Where's Tila? Where's Man-at-Arms? All great questions. For this round of Harper's Quest 2, Prince Adam He-Man has full stats. Maxed out dexterity, maxed out strength, maxed out wisdom, maxed out HP, and maxed out armor class. So all 18s across the board. Let's see how long he can last and whether or not that is a game-breaking loadout. We will find out. Alright, Prince Adam starts in the first room. Let's see what we have here. Alright, room the first. I made a new generator for Harper's Quest 2 so that rolling contents and rooms and things is a little easier. Okay, so we are in the first room and we are Prince Adam still, so we haven't turned into He-Man yet. So let's put him at half stats. So He-Man gets all straight 9s, which is pretty mediocre, but that's pretty much how Prince Adam appears in the show, and he's pretty weak and not so bright. So let's make him have straight 9s. Okay, so the first room, we rolled it up. It is a trap, poison darts, and it's not detectable, which means that we have to roll our D20 stat check. And the difference in what we need, which is a 9 or below, and what we roll, is what the damage is going to be. Okay, we get a 2. So somehow, slow, dim-witted Prince Adam moves and avoids the poison dart trap, and he enters into room number 2. Okay, in this room, let's see what we got. 1d4 elites, so 1d4 enemies, and they are close quarters and ready to fight. Of course, we get 4. This is right away turning into quite the battle. Okay, Faker, Beastman, Roboto, Trapjaw, let's go! I will not be spoiled again by that pesky He-Man. Go! Okay, so everyone's over there now. Prince Adam has to... By the power of Greyskull! Okay, I had to make some color adjustments to that camera. It was way too faded. Alright, he's turned into He-Man now. He's got his full 18 stats, and he's going to be ready to take on all 4 of those guys. I rolled up stats for all 4 of them, and so we are ready to go. This is Masters of the Universe, so obviously there's going to be combat. Though, like the show, I'm not entirely sure the combat will be anything more than pushing somebody or throwing someone in the mud. Since that's the extent of the combat that I've seen. Except for when the He-Man fought Skeletor that one time, and they kind of just played tricks on each other. Alright, so let's do some combat. Since He-Man is He-Man, he is going to have D8 damage. Okay, he is first going to attack Trapjaw, who's got his blaster here. So he moves in for the melee attack, and he is going to need to get over Trapjaw's armor class of 8. And in a rare miss, He-Man misses Trapjaw, swings wide. Okay, that was his move. Alright, Trapjaw, now it's all 4 of them. I don't know if He-Man's going to make it through this. So remember, in Harper's Quest 2, countering is rolling 2d20 and having it add up to less than the sum of your strength and dexterity. And in this case, since it's He-Man, his dexterity plus strength is 36. So there's going to be not that many opportunities for non-counters to happen here. So let's go. All right, Trapjaw is going to, I don't know, do Trapjaw stuff and try and blast him with his blaster. He-Man's just going to dodge, I think, because he's not going to do any counters right now. So he has to roll less than an 18. And he does. So He-Man successfully dodges. And when you dodge, you're out of melee range from that enemy, and you get advantage on the next roll, which basically means that He-Man is going to be invincible. Okay. Faker is going to rush towards He-Man. All right, He-Man. And now I think He-Man's going to counter. He's got two swords here, so let's roll less than a 36. Yes, okay. 20. So He-Man counters with his damage of 4. Faker is down to 6 HP. Alright. Roboto isn't going to charge in. He's just gonna shoot with his blaster. So Roboto shoots. Oh, and a successful counter gets +2 damage, so now Faker is really only at 4 HP. Forgot to read that part of the rule. Alright, Roboto is going to fire at He-Man, and again, we are going to counter. Since He-Man has a sword, he's going to counter by dodging it and then throwing the sword at Roboto, so 36 or less. Yep, that's a 13. So successful counter. Get 5 damage +2. 7 damage for Roboto, which takes him down to 1 HP. But He-Man threw his sword at him. Alright, so now He-Man is without his sword. And it's going to be Beastman's turn here. Beastman charges in. 1, 2. He uses his whip. Another counter from He-Man. Well below 36. He-Man's damage on him is 3 + 2, which is a 5. Beastman is down to 2 HP. He-Man now is going to use his wrestling technique and throw Faker behind him against the wall as long as he hits on this attack, which he needs to roll above Faker's 13 armor class. 15, yes! So he wrestles him, throws him back, takes care of Faker, and that does 5 damage, which takes Faker out. Faker is KO'd. Okay, now Trapjaw isn't going to move. He is just going to fire at He-Man since He-Man's not close. Now he can't counter because he has nothing to counter with other than charging at him, but that's really not a counter. So, alright, He-Man is just going to dodge, I'd say. 17. Yes, he dodges Faker's attack, which means he gets advantage on the next roll. Beastman goes in for a whip. They tussle a little bit, and He-Man's going to try and counter with a punch, which he gets. Of course he does, because he's He-Man. 3 damage plus 2. 5, and that takes Beastman out. Okay, now Roboto is going to shoot at He-Man again. He-Man is going to try and simply block it with his armor. 17 again. Yes, so he blocked it. A successful block gets a free action for next round. So my free action is going to be pick up my sword. So I pick up my sword, and now I'm going to charge and attack Trapjaw. Trapjaw has an armor class of 8. 10. I get above that. Nice, and we actually haven't hit Trapjaw yet. Alright, let's see what we get. 7. Takes him down to 2. But with momentum, we will step down a die and see what damage we get. 6. So that takes Trapjaw down. Trapjaw is defeated, and now the only thing left is Roboto. Roboto, since he missed last time, he is going to move away, so he's going to engage maybe in a chase. He's going to move far down this tunnel a little bit. So he actually can't be seen. So now He-Man's going to have to use both of his moves, I'd say, because he gets 2 moves per round to move into range, since he can't see him around this bend. Alright, now Roboto's here. And Roboto is going to take a shot at He-Man. He-Man is going to counter now that he has his sword. Yes, he counters. He gets 2 plus 2 is 4 damage, which takes Roboto out. Woo! Alright, He-Man. Okay, He-Man, what do you see for this room? Let's see. Levers and switches, but no inhabitants. But there is treasure. He-Man, do you find the treasure? He definitely finds the treasure. He gets a 7. He just had to roll less than an 18. Let's roll on the treasure table. 80 gold. Alright, He-Man. Found 80 gold in this room. I say we keep going. He steps around the bodies. Okay, in here we have 1d6 underlings, but their reaction is to flee. Probably because it's... Well, we'll just pretend they're rats or something, and so they have fleed. Okay. So he's in this big room. Is there anything here? Let's see. Rumble, rumble, rumble is the description of the room. So I'm going to say that there is going to be a cave-in, collapse of some sort. Let's see if he can run out of here to get to this next room. So rumble, rumble, rumble. Oh no. He-Man actually he didn't pass a check, which I never thought would happen in this entire run. Alright, so He-Man is completely covered. And just to make this more fun, I'm going to say that he takes D8 damage. That's just... Otherwise, he'll never get hurt. Ooh, 7. 7 from his 18 is 11. Oh, and he has absolutely no healing potions whatsoever. So let's see if we can find a way to kill He-Man. Because Skeletor never wins. And sometimes I feel bad for Skeletor. He's actually kind of nice. I don't know. Alright, He-Man. He-Man shakes himself off. And he's able to get up. And clear away some of this rubble that he was buried under. Alright, so he keeps going, and he makes it to this dark chasm in this bridge. I don't know what you think, but I think he's going to have to do another skill check here. Let's see if he can get over this bridge. Oh, wow. Two fails right in a row. Alright, well, He-Man, for whatever reason, is still shaken up from getting buried by that rubble. And he tries to cross the bridge, but he falls in the dark chasm, taking 6 damage. Oh, He-Man, he's down to 5 hit points. So that was a big fall for He-Man. Alright, He-Man landed in this dark, well, deep pit that he fell into because he couldn't cross a single rope bridge. And he is down to 5 hit points because why not? Let's make it tough for He-Man. He is the most powerful man in the universe. So He-Man gets up. Where am I? What seems to be happening here? Let's see. Maybe he should climb out of here? He does climb a lot. Alright, he's going to try and climb up. If he can successfully roll under an 18 for strength... Well, this is more of a dexterity thing. But anyway, let's see if he can do that. And see if we can break our 2-roll rut that we're in. 4! Okay. He climbs back. He climbs out, and he is back here. And he gets across the chasm. Which was actually much harder than we thought it would be. Alright, he is now in this room. This is going to be the last room before we go through this tunnel, climb up, and face off with Skeletor to see if we can rescue the Sorceress. So in this room, let's see what we have. It's a trap. Spikes from the floor, but it's detectable. Alright. We have to roll below 18 to see if we detect it. Yep, we detect it. Now, we have to try and disarm it. Which, again, is rolling under 18. And we do! Alright, He-Man, using his engineering skills, finds that trap and disarms it. So he goes and squeezes through this little tunnel, climbs up, and now he is on the surface, facing off against Skeletor. Let's see what happens now. Skeletor versus He-Man. So, He-Man, you have finally made it here. Well, now Castle Greyskull is mine. He-Man, use your power and defeat Skeletor so that we may reclaim Castle Greyskull for all of Eternia. Shut up, Sorceress! You will not cast your spells here. Well, Skeletor, you seem to have put a spell on the Sorceress. She may not be able to talk, but I will defeat you. So be it, He-Man. Do your worst. Before we even begin, I hereby summon Scareglow. So be it. I'll defeat both of you. You will not, He-Man. I can tell you already have some bruises and scrapes from my minions. It wasn't your minions at all, Skeletor. It was a collapsed wall, and I fell in a hole. Fell in a hole? The universe's most strong man has fallen in a hole? Attack, Scareglow! So, for narrative reasons, Scareglow is going to attack He-Man first. Let's see what happens here. So He-Man's going to try and counter by rolling below a 36. And he does. Scareglow's stats are up there. They're 12 armor class, 10 hit points, and 7 damage. Which, that means 1 hit, and he defeats He-Man. But he counters. Let's see what damage He-Man does. 2! Oh no, that's not very good. So Scareglow is down to 8. Skeletor is going to charge in and attack He-Man. He-Man again tries to counter. He's able to counter, and damage, he gets another 2, so Skeletor is down to 13 hit points. Okay, He-Man. He-Man's going to attack Scareglow because he's the most formidable, it seems, at this point. And he has to roll above his armor class of 12. Nope, he doesn't do that. So that is a miss by He-Man. Scareglow attacks. He-Man again counters. Almost a miss, He-Man. But luckily, you do 4 damage. Scareglow is down to 4. You've weakened Scareglow. Now it's time for me to bring in my next surprise, He-Man. Triclops! Attack! Triclops? Oh, man. Triclops is going to attack He-Man from behind, so I would say He-Man is at rolling a disadvantage. I'm going to add 3 to this roll. He's going to try and counter. Yep, no matter what, he counters. So he turns, hits Triclops for 8 damage. Whew. Takes him out right away. Take this, Triclops. Okay. Was that the best you could do, Skeletor? Well, He-Man, for right now, until I decide who else to summon here, maybe. Now it's Skeletor's turn. Skeletor is going to attack He-Man. He-Man tries to counter. Oh, finally. He-Man doesn't counter. Oh no, this could be the end of He-Man. So it is possible that someone with full stats gets hurt. If you fail a counter, you get +2 to damage, and you are at disadvantage for your next roll. So Skeletor's damage, if he gets more than a 5 here, He-Man is defeated. 6! He does! Take this, He-Man, and let it be the end of you and your Eternians. We have done it, Scareglow! We have defeated the mighty He-Man! You will never defeat He-Man! I will use my last remaining strength to summon another sorceress! Whoosh! Doo-doo-doo! I have summoned a double sorceress. Sorceress, save He-Man. Take him back to Man-at-Arms and have him get healed. Yes, White Sorceress. Ah! He-Man has been taken away. I'll get you next time, He-Man.